Black women, I gotta share this with y'all because I was having a hell of a day and a good Sunday afternoon listening to my girl Christina, who came back and did a live today. I've been missing her, okay? So Tori, I don't know, like, I just subscribed to her. I don't remember her whole name and stuff like that, but she's on Christina's page a lot. She brought up something I want to go into real quickly because they interrupted the live because they some bitch ass haters, right? So anyway, Tori was saying she was going to screenshot a comment by a black woman talking about how black women have to, the pick me black women got to work collectively to get the rest of us black women, which is never going to fucking happen, by the way, but to get the rest of us black women on page to understand how valuable the men are and get us back to the black male. For all you pick me bitches that actually do see this video, let me let y'all know something. We would fucking die first. Okay, we don't give a fuck about black males the way you do. We don't need them for shit. We don't want them for shit. We want them to be with y'all and y'all only. All the white women they want, Hispanic, Asians, and everybody else, and leave every functional, productive, educated black woman making her coins and living her best life the fuck alone. Okay? We don't want them bum ass, broke, uneducated, happy to be nesting in white people's communities, white patriarchy, and regurgitating everything a white racist Republican or white racist conservative has to say. You keep them dumb niggas over there with you. You gonna never, ever, bitch, send them to us because we are not accepting them or you. I hope I'm clear. So anyway, black women, right? So what Tori was saying was crazy because crazy good, like not crazy bad, crazy good. In the sense, like, it's good to keep reiterating and sharing and preaching to black women who have their head on right, who believe in self-centering and 4B and fuck men in general, right? That, especially because they're taking our motherfucking rights away. They're taking our jobs away from us and they trying to force us into fucking poverty and submission to niggas that want to beat us and rape our daughters and treat us like we ain't shit. We ain't nobody's motherfucking animal, slave, or fucking indentured servant. All right. Woosah, right? So, what she was saying, Tori was saying about screenshotting that and probably doing a video or a live on that is important. Because during these times when you have a black woman right now, I think it's Adriana Smith, I know her first name is Adriana, in the hospital in Georgia, right? That is only a few blocks away. I think it's like a mile or two or something like that away from another Georgia hospital that is listed in this book that I have called American Medical Apartheid. Y'all should read that book, right? And it talks about every fucking experiment that has ever happened to black people in America, right? So now, when you have Adriana in the hospital being experimented on the way that America does on black people, and they usually do it to black women more than men because we're women and we have other people, right? The things that's happening to Adriana would become like an everyday fucking thing the way it used to be during slavery and before civil rights movement. If we allow dumb bitches like the one who wrote the comment that Tori is going to make either a video or do a live on about how they are going to collectively try to strategize to come together to try to convince us like we stupid enough to go for that shit, right? To go back to black males and make black males think they're important and for us to understand that we need to be with them. No, we don't. No, we don't. See, we're smart enough to know, pick me stupid ass, that the way you think is because you have been indoctrinated by religion that tells you that you're lesser than a man, when that could never be because men come into this world through your canal. So you're never less than any man, right? And you're also one of these women who have been conditioned by black women who have been beat down medically, physically, mentally by black males and the rest of this society. Because, right, when I say that, I mean, you think about the mules of the days. Y'all call them mammies. I like to refer to them as mules because they carry all of the weight of the black legacy of slavery, the black poverty of the black communities, the ignorance of the psychological effects of slavery for black people in every neighborhood they live in. They carry all that shit on their back like a packed fucking mule, right? All right, those same women, they suffer from motherfucking high blood pressure, hypertension, that same thing I fucked up, heart disease, cancer, autoimmune diseases, every fucking thing you could imagine, because they put up with bullshit from black males, living with them, fucking with them, being in relationships with them, friendships with them, whatever the fuck, right, with them, when if they left them the fuck alone, they'd be much healthier, stronger, smarter, and more productive. So again, it's important for us as women who are smart, who are independent, or who understand how important feminism is. I'm going to always keep saying that because I know that shit triggers them and it fucks with black women who don't care about other black women's empowerment, right? So I'm going to say feminism all the time just to say that shit to rattle people's cages. So feminism. I'm going to get a fucking shirt with that shit written right across it as many times as I can get. It's so fucking important. Because when we are literally seen as human beings in the world, our suffering ends. All fucking suffering. But we gotta fight to make that shit happen. They ain't gonna just give it to us. And I'm gonna tell you why we have to fight for feminism. Fight for our acknowledgement from everybody in this motherfucking world to realize we are equal to men, any type of fucking man, especially the white man. We more valuable than that bitch. But we need people to see this, right? Because when they see that, we don't have to fight for our human rights, our dignity, the fucking justice we deserve, the equality we deserve. We don't have to fight for that shit. It will be understood and defaultly given to us, right? But until that happens, it's important for us to do like Tori is saying, scream about dumb bitches that make comments like that and who are strategizing behind the scenes to try to pull black women backwards. After we worked so motherfucking hard to become the most educated black women in this bullshit ass country. Do you know how fucking much work that took a black woman to do? Let me tell you something. Now, I'm not poor. I never lived in the projects or an apartment. I grew up in a brownstone, and then my grandparents adopted me and my siblings. We grew up in a house in Queens Village. But that don't make us rich. Okay? That just makes us never living in the fucking projects, okay? But we ain't rich. So when we go to college, because I didn't listen to my parents the way many black women did, and I got married at 18 like a fucking idiot and really regretted it, right? And I learned everything my grandmother and mother warned me about the hard motherfucking way, right? So I wasted, do y'all hear me? Wasted a fucking decade of my life with a bitch nigga, right? To the point where when I divorced this motherfucker, I had to go back to school to earn a living. See, this is the thing people don't always tell you about fucking with niggas or men in general. You have to have a fucking exit strategy. You have to have money and you have to be viable in this motherfucking society, because those bitch niggas are gonna let you down every motherfucking time. Unless you a dumb bitch that wanna sit around and keep getting your ass kicked for like 30 years until the nigga get arthritis and can't punch you in the face no more, alright? And throw you down the fucking stairs the way he always does. If you one of them dumb bitches, alright, stay there till he can't fuck you up no more. But for the rest of us, right, we gonna get up, dust ourselves off, and we gonna get back into society. We gonna get a motherfucking job, and we gonna go get some education. And we're going to make the money that we're capable of making, right? Even though they cheat us due to racism on every fucking dollar that they pay a man of any race. Women always, especially black women, make about 78 cents on the dollar in comparison to everybody else. They do that due to gender discrimination and racial discrimination. So anyway, I wasted 10 years of my life. I raised one set of kids. Go back to school like a fucking dumbass. Listen to the story, right? Just to get married again to another stupid motherfucker that I thought was better than the other asshole, just to end up getting divorced again. To go back to school again, to do all that shit over again I did the first time. Okay, fool me once, fool me twice. But god damn it, I'm not going for a third time, okay? So that has never happened. After that last husband, no more of them bitch niggas in my life. I went through my trials and tribulations with Asian men, because I don't fuck white men. Now, that's just personally me. What other sisters do, that's their motherfucking business. But I will seriously, happily jump up and down on an Asian man any day of the week. Whether he be Indian, Samoan, Oriental, I don't give a fuck. Just as long as he got some color to his skin, a hard fucking body, he's beautiful and very nice to me, and not stingy with the ducats, okay? I'm all on it. I will climb up and down that ride like I'd never been to an amusement park before. Anyway, these are the things we got to understand as black women, right? And we can't be so easily motherfucking duped by women that come on here hard up for any nigga, any Tyrone off the corner, just so she could hold somebody in their arm and smile as she walked down the street. We got to be brighter than that. We got to be quicker than that, smarter than that, and not be tolerating no dumb shit like that. Like, we have to be the black women that understand that we are fucking under attack. Listen to me now. We under attack because they trying, these white people that run shit, 47. He understands that we are the money of the motherfucking community. If he knocks us out by taking away our education, our ability to climb and get out of poverty, we forever stay in poverty. And that means we become the number one motherfucking consumers for these bitch ass people in America who are running the show currently to usurp every fucking thing from us to make them richer and us poorer, and we will never get out of poverty. It'll be like the opening of fucking Superfly. We'll all be living in abandoned buildings on top of fucking newspapers and cardboard boxes, eating out of the trash cans, okay? So this is why it's important for us to always remember, don't let no motherfucking pick me get the upper hand on you. Don't fall in love with no video where she's trying to promote black love, black unity, and all that shit about black males. If motherfuckers is not out here talking about the progression and women's revolution of black women, you should not want to hear a motherfucking thing they gotta say. You know what I say? I say you block those motherfuckers immediately. Do you know how many black women I blocked today? About 7, okay? And do you know that I realized in the algorithm there's an uptake in black males trying to recruit black women into marriage, this nuclear family fucking fantasy, and they're not the bad guys because you black women are buying into that, whatever that fucking fat light-skinned nigga's name is that's talking about black dudes, and y'all are all in love with him like he's a messiah. Let me tell y'all something about that shit. That ain't doing you no good, okay? The way you show people you strong as black women is you unite like a motherfucking fist, getting ready to knock a motherfucker out, okay? You don't splinter like a slap. You don't splinter like this, okay? Because you let people come in to divide you, which will be those dudes that talk like that light-skinned dude, I can't remember his name right now, Deontay, some shit. Pick-me's and black males who are looking to recruit you to be their bang maids so that they can have you in their homes, cleaning up their house, and free to fuck on you anytime they want. You have to block those people, all of them, and only listen to the black women that are telling you your education is important, getting your money up is important, making sure your little girls see you as the perfect example of who they begin to be when they get older and become whoever they're going to become in this world. And that you know you're supposed to be sheltering them from all of this black women bashing online and bad talk about them as black women when they are little black girls. Because if they see all of this shit on here being allowed to dehumanize us, they internalize that shit and have no hope for the future. And they ingest all of that internal misogyny and they become the very thing they hate. Do you understand what I'm saying? All right? So don't allow that shit. Don't allow it. And stop regurgitating talking points from black males that disrespect black women. Stop calling other black women thoughts, hoes, whores, 304s, ratchet, because that shit don't make no motherfucking sense. That's a tool. I have a universal ratchet over here somewhere that I carry in my bag in case if I'm in my car and I can't get the lug nuts off of my wheel. So please stop calling women that shit. That is a tool, okay? If you want to talk about somebody not acting the way they should, age appropriately, or they just fucking uncouth, walking around outside with no shoes on, scratching their ass in public, that's called wretched. With a W, okay? Not a R. Wretched is different from ratchet. They're not the same, and you sound completely fucking stupid calling somebody a tool when you should be calling them wretched instead of ratchet. That don't make no fucking sense. And all you gotta do is look that shit up in the dictionary and realize what you're saying. Stop following black males. Stop following the degenerate shit they say about other black women. If you a girl's girl or you a woman that has any type of intellect, you know not to do that from the jump. So, out of acculturation of how we use words in our communities, stop following they bullshit. Because everything derogatory they have to say is about a black woman, and you should have pride enough in yourself to know that you don't disrespect yourself or any other black women, especially if we talking about black women's progress. We already got this country, right, trying to use us as the number one consumers of the fucking country, and don't care if we live in squalor or destitute or be destitute. So don't add insult to injury by calling each other names that dumb niggas with no education make up for us just to insult us. Don't do that shit. It's a bad motherfucking look, and it's just not productive in any way. Peace out. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my day. I'm gonna go back. I hope Christina got another live up. My other lady is off the air now, but I hope she came back. And if not, I'll just sit here and smile and reminisce. That's it. Have a good day.